Oh goodness, that's a good spot right there, isn't it? That's a good spot right there. Okay. Okay, so whenever we're working on our equipment around here and we're servicing a machine that's been out in the field for a while, we see things that are bent, broke, undone or loose or whatever. And recently we had a machine come in and our battery returner straps were sticking down below, the bolts had come loose. And so what we do here, we just replace those and put new bolts in it, maybe straighten some out. And we had a customer call a couple of days ago that had the same problem, but he actually had a fix for it. And so we kind of expounded on what he used to stop that from happening. And let's take this apart and I'll show you what we're talking about and how we try to listen to our customers and find problems that they're having, and then we can react to that and fix those problems. However slight it might be, but it sure is an inconvenience when you're on the job and trying to get the job done. So let's go ahead and pull this side cover off and take a look at what we got here. So the bolts that we're talking about come loose are these bolts here, and we don't want to get these too tight because you'll crush that battery. So we're relying on this lock washer to keep this bolt from coming out. And that was our problem, is that bolt was coming out. And then whenever this bolt comes out, this strap would drop down and drag on the concrete and bend it. And the operator sitting in the seat, so he can't really see what's going on until it's too late and they've already done some damage to this strap. So as that bolt would come loose, the strap falls down and then the guy turns the machine and it bends that. So our fix for that is two things. We're going to install a new one that has this additional little protrusion here. We'll stick that in and then we'll put this back together. That won't allow that to drop down and drag on the floor. So whenever we put this back in here, we're going to utilize a lock nut on the bottom and we'll tighten that up and make sure that that's good and tight and it's engaged into the lock nut, and then they won't have that problem anymore. Even if the bolt does come out, that's not going to do any damage to the machine.